Now next we'll study about the green energy sources. Green energy, or it is also called as a eco-friendly energy sources, because these energy sources do not produce any air pollution, do not harm to the environment, and they do not cause any hazardous problems with the human beings and animals also. What are their sources? Which are the different energies? Wind energy, hydropower. Hydropower means water. Water stored in a dam, reservoirs of waters are used to obtain electricity. Then sunlight, solar energy, biofuels. Plants are also used, or some technologies are there that waste material also can use to obtain the electricity. Now in that, first we'll study about the hydroelectric power station. So I will show you one video to understand how hydropower. In hydropower means water stored in the dam is used. This stored water has a potential energy. This water falls through the pipes with high pressure and with high force. This pressurized water falls on the armature turbines, and then turbines rotates and turbines are connected to the generator. Now generator produce the electricity, but there are some problems are also there and some issues are also there. Which are the hydropower plants are located in our India? That will be also will study it. Now watch this video, you will understand the full concept about the how hydropower plants.
In order to overcome the problems of electricity generation caused by using fuels like coal, natural gas and nuclear fuels, the world is now moving towards green energy, which is the environment-friendly energy. Come, let us now study how electricity is produced using green energy. Let us start with hydroelectric energy. We know that flowing water possesses kinetic energy, while water reservoirs possess potential energy. The energy possessed by flowing water and reservoirs is brought into use in a hydroelectric power plant. Here, the potential energy in water stored in a dam is converted into kinetic energy of water. Fast-flowing water is brought from the dam through a pipe to the turbine, which is placed at the bottom of the dam. The kinetic energy of the flowing water drives the turbine. The turbine, being connected to the generator, also starts rotating and electricity is generated. The process can be quickly memorized with the help of flowchart shown here. Step-by-step energy transformation taking place in a hydroelectric power plant can be depicted as: potential energy possessed by a water reservoir is connected into kinetic energy of flowing water. Kinetic energy of flowing water is converted into kinetic energy of the turbine, which is eventually converted into electrical energy. As shown here, water from about middle of the total height of the dam is taken to the turbine so that the generators continue to work even if the water levels go down below normal. Let us mark the point from where water is taken to the turbine as B, the position above it as A, and the position below point B as C. Now, observing this setup, can you tell what will be the effect on electric generation if the channel taking water to the turbine starts at point A? Correct. If the channel taking water starts at point A, then the turbine will stop working once the water level goes beyond point A, and amount of electricity generation will be less. Similarly, if the channel taking water starts at point C, then the height between the point from where water falls, that is point C, and the turbine will be reduced to greater extent, due to which the kinetic energy of flowing water will decrease and the amount of electricity generation will be less. Let us now see some major hydroelectric power plants located in India and their capacity. In the state of Uttarakhand, there is a hydroelectric power plant in Tehri having capacity of 2400 megawatt. In the state of Maharashtra, there is a hydroelectric power plant in Koina having a capacity of 1960 megawatt. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, there is a hydroelectric power plant in Srisailam having a capacity of 1670 megawatt. In the state of Himachal Pradesh, there is a hydroelectric power plant in Nathpa Jakri having a capacity of 1500 megawatt. Do you know that lake tapping at Koina Hydroelectric project was carried out in 2012 to boost power supply? What is lake tapping? Lake tapping is digging the lake from the bottom and then blasting out the final protective rock to enable the flow of water into a tunnel. This in turn enables turbines to generate power. In a hydroelectric power station, no fuel is burned and thus no air pollution due to combustion of fuel results. However, there are other issues linked with hydroelectric power plants. Forced migration of large communities, submerging of forests and fertile land are some issues associated with hydroelectric power plants. Come, let us list down the advantages and problems associated with hydroelectric power plants. Advantages of hydroelectric power plants. As seen during the process understanding of hydroelectric power plants, no fuel is burnt in the plant. Hence, there is no pollution resulting from combustion of fuels. If there is sufficient water storage in the dam, it is possible to generate electricity as and when necessary. Water reservoirs used for power generation can be replenished during rainy season. This ensures uninterrupted power generation. Let us now know the disadvantages of generating hydroelectricity. Problems associated with hydroelectric power plants. When dams are constructed, large land area gets submerged. This leads to problems of rehabilitation of the displaced population. Moreover, this can also submerge forests as well as fertile land. Due to construction of a dam on a river, flow of river is obstructed or disturbed. This may have an adverse effect on the aquatic life. After learning about hydroelectric power generation, let us now proceed to understand about electricity generation using wind.
Now this is about the hydroelectric power station. In hydroelectric power station, these power stations are located in our India in various states. So you may understand about how hydroelectric energy is a good source, eco-friendly source. It do not produce any pollution in the environment, and where the hydropower plants are located in our India. What are their problems and what are their issues you have studied. Please watch this video again and again. You will clear about the problems associated, advantages of hydropowers and working of hydropower plants.